What's up, everybody? Doing a sort of a 2019 goals contest response video, mainly from a man, Mike O, who just reached 3,500 subscribers. Speaking of which, I am 4 subscribers, as of this video, 4 subscribers away from 3,000. I will be doing a little contest on my own, another epic giveaway. But I wanted to wait until a couple of these contests were finished before I started my own. But anyway, on to Mike's contest. And I've seen the whole YouTube community has been responding to this. And I wanted to throw my hat in the middle on this too. But basically, he wants to do, he wants everyone to say what their 2019 goals, 5 cards that they are going to get for 2019, and to do some shout-outs, basically. So instead of 5 cards, because I am terrible, like I'm all over the place in terms of, you know, what cards I'm going to buy, that changes on a daily basis practically. I figured I'd give you guys 5 goals, just generic goals that I have for 2019. So number 1, is I want to buy a vintage collection. I think it would just be fun, not only for myself, but for the channel, if I bought like a 50s, 60s, 70s, maybe it's a collection or a lot, and kind of put it all together. It could be minor cards, star cards, kind of bring it all in, take a look at all the cards, get familiar with some of the common players from the 50s, 60s, 70s, and then maybe do, you know, work on kind of a PSA submission, which is number 2 goal for 2019, is I want to do another PSA submission. I think those videos are a lot of fun, kind of the preparation for it, and then submitting them and seeing what you get. I've gotten a lot of really good responses on those videos, so I figure, and they're a lot of fun for me too, so I figure I'll do a PSA submission, which leads me to my number 3 goal for 2019, which is to make it to Chicago and probably do my submission over in Chicago at the National, which I was not able to make it to last year, but one of my goals is to definitely make it to the National this year. Number 4 is I want to add to my 80s PSA 10 collection, and you know, just as an example, here is the Don Mattingly in a PSA 10 that I picked up. I want to pick up the Mattingly Tiffany in a PSA 10. There is a 46 cards in that population. Also want to get Darryl Strawberry's 84 Fleer Update in a PSA 10. I have a lot of, like, it's just, and it doesn't have to be like the highest of the high end from the 80s. It could be just, you know, an 88 Don Russ, Greg Jeffries in a PSA 10, you know? But I think it would be fun to kind of add to that collection. And then number 5 is I want to continue to add to my T206 collection. You know what? I'm just going to just show you guys real quick. I have 12 cards so far in my T206 collection. So just to show you guys real quick, here's what I have so far. All right, guys, so here is a quick view of the T206 collection that I have. It's not much, but I have 12 so far and would love to add to the collection. I don't have the Ty Cobb on me right now. That's over at the bank, and now that I think about it, I could probably add the King Kelly and the Old Judge to this. But obviously those are not true T206 cards. And you can see here, you know, I love picking up like a 6 or a 5 of some of the minor cards or the common cards. But when it comes to the, you know, the Hall of Famers, don't mind picking it up in a 4 or a 3.5 or even a 1 if it looks nice. So definitely want to add to that T206 collection this year. All right, so that's it. Those are my goals for the year. In terms of cards, I mentioned the Mattingly Tiffany, the Strawberry Fleer Update, the T206 Rube Waddell, the 2206 Christy Mathewson, the 54 Tops Ernie Banks, and Al Kaline are the big cards that I have my eye on for this year. He also wanted us to do 5 to 7 shout-outs. I did 10 shout-outs, not I don't like doing shout outs just because I'm always afraid I'm without a doubt I'm going to end up missing a lot of people. But these are the 10 that came to mind that been posting a lot on my videos. I've been watching their videos. So first shout out is going to go to my man Filmington. He's got 94 subscribers. He does vintage. He does modern. If you like my channel, go check out Filmington. I'll put a link to all these guys below. Recently, he is doing a rookie explosion box, which I think he's going to put together a little thing if it's successful, where it's like $50 plus $5 shipping, sort of like the baseball crate, but much more awesomer. So anyway, I'll do a video of this and we'll see what we hit right after this. So if you guys are interested, watch the video that I'm about to do. Next up is Dustin and Blake, and I tried to pick people that had 500 or less subscribers. I think Dustin and Blake are the one exception. I think I mentioned them a couple times on my channel. They have 533 subs. They are also doing a contest because they reached 500 subscriptions, they actually were one of the first people that won one of my giveaways. They did the baseball crate, but they are doing a 500 giveaway, and they're asking what the Mount Sportsmore is of any athlete. You could pick any athlete, pick 4 athletes all time. And if I'm picking 4 athletes, I'm going with Mike Armstrong, obviously. I'm going with Keith Comstock. You got to go with Keith Comstock. Oscar Ozokar, and Ricky Leday. So that's my Mount Sportsmore. Anyway, I'm just kidding. I'm not. That's not my Mount Sportsmore. So just to answer the question seriously, I'll have to go with Babe Ruth, who I think his career WAR is like 186. And just by comparison, last year Mookie Betts had like an 11 WAR. So just to give you an example of how he ridiculously dominated his sport. Number 2, gonna go with Michael Jordan, and here's just an example of why I'm going with Michael Jordan.
Hurt Isaiah because they scored so quickly. Michael got in there and scored within 4 seconds. And what happened was Michael doubled back. You're going to see he's in the play. Look where Hornacek is setting the screen. Michael never clears, so Malone doesn't see him. He comes from the blind side and strips him. So 3 crucial plays here by Michael Jordan now as he gets Brian Russell with a quick crossover. Look at Brian Russell slips, and Michael pulls up and buries the shot to give him a 1-point lead.
That may have been, who knows what will unfold in the next several months, but that may have been the last shot Michael Jordan will ever take in the NBA.
Watch Jordan's left hand here as he gives Russell the push. The referee can't see that. Jordan frees himself up for a clean look. The greatest thing about Jordan is he has all the tricks. That's why it's so difficult to guard him.
If that's the last image of Michael Jordan, how magnificent is it?
I don't think you can put it into words, Bob. I mean, what he's done here in this 4th period, you see the 16 points. He got about a minute's rest and had to come back in.
Yeah, anyway, so that clip is ridiculous. Number 3, I'm going to go with Wayne Gretzky, who is, without a doubt, he pretty much holds every hockey record out there. And then finally, I'm going to go a little bit off the reservation here. I'm going to go with Michael Phelps. Which is probably not that crazy, but I mean, if you look at what he did, how ridiculous he dominated the sport of swimming, 39 world records, 22 gold medals. Oh no, 22 medals, 18 gold. Just ridiculous what he was able to put together. So that's my Mount Sportsmore: Phelps, Ruth, Jordan, and Gretzky. Next shout out I want to do is for JY Sports Card Guy. He had, when he reached 89 subscribers, he was also doing a contest, which I'm late for, but I just figured I'd answer the question. He basically asked, what is your most valuable card? And I've shown you guys this card many times, and this is probably my most valuable card, the 51 Bowman Mickey Mantle. what is your favorite card? And I actually answered this question on a live stream, but here it is. This is my favorite card in my collection because it got me really back into collecting big time. Got me, this was the first card I featured in a YouTube channel video, and I just love that card. And then he asked, what is your favorite card from 1989? And for me, it's got to be the Griffey. And, you know, here are some of the examples. This would be the card, obviously. The Griffey, that's the one, the upper deck. Here is the Bowman. And here is the Score and the Fleer. So those are the cards I would pick from 1989. I'm also a huge fan of 89 Don Russ, which I've mentioned many times before. But got to go with the 89 Upper Deck Griffey. Next shout out I wanted to give to was to Bob Lewis. And he has 252 subscribers. I don't know, what I like about Bob is he doesn't take himself too seriously. He does baseball, football, basketball. He did a video, it's called the Obligatory Vintage Baseball Card Binder. And I don't know, his binder was pretty ridiculous. So if you guys just want to check out, like just hang out, you know, take a look at a really awesome binder, check that video out. He does some awesome stuff. All right, next shout out is going to be to Curtis Hendricks. He has 95 subscribers. He always comments on my videos. He's been doing videos for about a year now, a little over a year. Does mail days, pack breaks, sometimes gets the wife involved, sometimes gets the dog involved. It's some pretty cool stuff, and I wish I can get my wife involved in these videos, but she doesn't care. But anyway, check him out. Next up, Those Back Pages. He has 256 subscribers. I think he's been doing this for a little over a year. I got to know him through the Friday night hangouts with Mike, baseball collector, and I was just watching a video recently where he was doing Hall of Fame slabs that he has from 1980 to 1982, and the video went on for like 15 minutes. He's got an insane collection, does slabbage, rummage, so check him out. Check out Rocky Avelli. He's one of my favorites. Rocco, very similar to my channel, kind of like Filmington, does high-end vintage, does modern, does pack breaks. He's been doing some vintage pack breaks, which you guys have seen. I've been doing that lately. He recently did a box of 94 Flair, which I thought was really cool. Next up, Bink Scott at 209 subscribers. Gary, he does top 80 of the 1980s. He just did a video of that recently. And that's that video. He did a video based off of Beckett recently did the top 80 of the 1980s. And he had 52 slabbed of the 80 cards that they mentioned there. I just thought that was insane. He's got 52 of the 80, including the Greg Jeffries, which I thought was really cool. He even had that card slabbed. So check him out. He's got a ridiculous collection. Next up is Big Ten Analysis. He's got 220 subs. He is a younger guy, does, you know, box breaks, top 10 hits. He does like some other videos like who's going to the Super Bowl and where is Le'Veon Bell going, and I just think it's awesome. He's like a younger guy doing his thing, so check him out if you can. And then finally, just gonna do a shout out for Card Tech 710. Does again very similar to Filmington, Rocky Avelli, and a lot of these guys too. You know, high end vintage. He's got some ridiculous cards. He recently picked up a 1949 Bowman Satchel Paige and a PSA 5. He also has the 51 Ruth. He has a 49 Leaf Ted Williams, a Mantle rookie, a Hank Aaron rookie. So it's and then I think like a Ruth Leaf card. So anyway, check him out. Anyway, that's it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. I will talk to you later. And like I said, I will be following up on the Epic giveaway. That's coming out soon. Again, check those guys below. I'll put links below. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll talk to you later.